Okay, so here I have a rabbit skin that I just pulled out of the first pickle of alum and salt. It's been in there for 3 days. And I like to start at the tail here, and you can see where the skin has separated from the flesh. And you have to be kind of delicate with the starting part right here, because this tail end is really easy to tear. And I just work around the whole top of the tail section. See right there, it started to get a little thin, but that's okay because it's right near the edge. So you want to be careful with this first part here. And sometimes it'll want to tear a little bit right near the edge. So just be gentle with it and try to work away from the edge. And get back more towards the middle again. And the farther you get from the very edge right here, the easier it becomes to flesh. The back hide is a lot thicker and less inclined to tear. So I'm working back here more towards the belly side area. This is the tail, where the tail was. This is the back leg section here. Working this around to the bottom side of the belly. And I like to start this way because you can basically pull the whole flesh off in one piece if you do it carefully and if the hide cooperates. Sometimes you get a hide that just was too young when it was butchered, and so the skin is so thin that it doesn't want to flesh very easily. But most times, 9 times out of 10, I can get the whole flesh off in one piece, which is nice. I'm just working my way up the back here. I still haven't gotten really over to the belly side yet. The back is definitely the easiest to flesh. See, I'm going to start to turn towards the belly now. You have to start a new section sometimes to get the flesh up. And again, be really careful as you're near the edge. And then the farther towards the body of the hide you get, the less careful you need to be. This was a good fat rabbit. Sometimes it can be a little hard to get some of the belly started. I'm working my way all the way back around to where I first started now. I turn it and work both thumbs so that I don't tend to overwork one thumb or the other. Usually my right thumb is pretty sore after fleshing a dozen or so hides. And once in a while you have to kind of check to see how deep you're fleshing, because sometimes you'll... Quiet, guys. It's the crew back there playing. Sometimes you can get a little shallow when you're fleshing up the back here, so you need to dig a little bit deeper to get some of this. I'm right in the middle of the back right now, getting up towards the shoulders. And I'm not really being too careful right now. The back is pretty durable. I haven't torn many holes in the back yet. Mostly at the edges and up near the neck is where the holes like to occur. So I'm working my way around the side of the shoulder and towards the front leg here. Pulling pretty hard. But you kind of gauge with each hide, you know how hard you can pull or not, and sometimes you tear a hole. So this hide, I know it's pretty durable. I can pull pretty hard without having to worry too much. I'm right here near the front leg now. There's the front leg. Just a minute. Here's the front leg. Pretty much the neck is fairly good. Sometimes there'll be a couple fatty globs right here between the two front legs. Like here's one. You can grab that and just pull it off up the leg. And get some of these sections here. Now usually it goes a little quicker. I was going kind of slow so that I could try to explain each section that I was doing. So this is probably average time, but I think if I was not talking and paying more attention, I could go a little faster. But I think I'm fleshing each hide in a little less than 5 minutes. Which is nice because I have a bucket of about 40 hides right here. I haven't actually counted them all yet to know for sure. There's at least 30 in there, and I'm almost done. It's only been a couple days, so. And then a lot of this neck stuff I don't worry too much about because I don't use the necks. I just use mostly the backs and stuff. But this stuff peels off pretty well, but it's also pretty easy. Keep on the video, or on the hide here, bud. My cameraman, my 6-year-old son. When I'm stretching the hide, the next step after it goes into the second tanning solution, the neck stretches pretty easily without getting too much of the flesh off. And I like to leave as much flesh as I can because it helps make this hide more durable. Like there's a real thin layer across the back here that's got a little bit of flesh on it. I could peel off if I wanted to, but like I was saying, it makes the hide a lot more durable if I leave that on. So we'll see how that goes when I'm doing my stretching. Sometimes it's too tight and it makes the hide not pliable enough, so then I'll peel it off when I'm stretching the hide. But for now, I think I'm just gonna pretty much just gonna leave it. And there we have the whole hide fleshed and ready to go into the bucket here.